this is a serious part now. Talk us through. What, like, how? Furthermore, what was the day like when you woke up that day?
It's a normal day still.
Like, you didn't have no inkling.
Yeah.
No.
You know, sometimes you
You
can
know,
say I
sometimes you
felt
have
funny that day, or I knew I shouldn't have.
Bro, it was a normal day. Like, I remember, I even went doctors. So I went into school late, and I went to school for like midday. I think my doctor, it was a hay fever checkup, like allergy. I was trying to get my
No, go on. With this serious time.
the nostril thing. I was trying to get the nostril thing patterned in it through prescription. I went to school like midday, and I remember like school finished, and then basically I got a call from one of my friends, and he's like, "Oh,
Can you remember how school was like that day?
it's a normal day." I
normal
promise.
day.
I remember like just a normal day, literally, and if
Nothing.
nothing of it. Usually after school, I go Morley's with a couple of my school friends. We just get chicken, we just cut. But that's our little social spot.
Yeah.
That was the plan. Like, but I got a phone call. My brother's like, we basically got G-checked. We got G-checked at the school gates. These times, I'm 15. These men are one of my friends. No, they're both. One's 15, one's 16. But it's that age group, innit? I got a phone call like, man just got G-checked at the gates. Saying, right, what happened? Apparently, like, 2 youths must have, like, come to the school gates when everyone's coming out. Apparently, like, they've said some stuff to them, like, embarrassed them, you know, like, basically, like, just put it on them in front of everyone. Teachers were watching, but in fear. These youths are a bit older, innit? So 15 to 18, it's only like a 3-year age gap, but when you're that age, it makes a big difference. Like,
Yeah, come on.
It
your
does.
height,
Yeah, of course.
it's a big thing. Like, you can't say, I'll smack him up because
Come on.
they're animals to man. So they literally got G-checked at the gates. Obviously, nothing happened physical, but they just felt a type of way. And these youths that come to the gates, they were basically saying like, come link, man. But in their block, innit? Like, come to our block. So, yeah, I'm in Kent. I'm not even in London. I'm at school. I'm coming out a lesson and that. So all these little girls and that makeup and that blonde girls. You know, like, it's just, I'm in a different world right now, different realm. When my brethren rings, he's just like, yo, man just got checked. Like, they were so angry, like, they were pissed off. Yeah, I just thought, cool. They're saying, yo, come link, man, innit? So I've got a train from my school. We've gone back to where I live, where I'm from. Them and there's 2 of them. And they're basically like, we just linked up, innit? And we were basically 3 of us now. We've linked up. And then, like, man was saying, like, we're going to try go back to it. We're going to try go there. And then basically it's 3 of us. Ended up linking up with like a few more people, but they were like already there, innit? Like not already there even for that, but they were at someone's house that was a bit closer to the other area. So like when we've all linked up, all together there's like 7 of us. And then I remember like 2 youths, one was 13, one was 14, like they're not even involved at all, like in the roads at all. But you know, you get them impressionable young kids and they see things going on, they're like, hey, you man, let me roll. And you're like, bruv, like, you know, it really happens in the movies. You see that, like, you're like, shut up, go home, youngers. But these men really came. They just came.
And they got in.
They really
got
came,
mixed up in the
thing.
Go on.
They really came, and it was so mad because instead of saying fuck that, because he was in another area, and it was
what
like,
are the numbers?
we just thought like, it's not. I can't even say we just thought. I didn't say nothing. It's just
You're just rolling.
they just rolled. No one said fuck off. No one. So these men are gas. They're with us now. Like, gone to the ends, and then like, I remember like we see some couple men. We see some youths, but you know, remember them days like people. You know, like you can just tell a man's swag. You can just look at an outfit and go, my man's on the roads. You can just know like certain things he might be wearing, but we could just see some youths at the top, and then like they just look like road youths. And then I just remember like my group just started running. So obviously naturally man's just following. Everyone's just running as well. Like these men ran across a road. There was like a fence into a park, and then like they've kind of like hopped over the fence and they've like ran through, and then like as everyone was running towards, like when we've run up the road to get to see where they were, like we could see like it was like a fence, but in the park there was like a lot of people. I can't remember the exact numbers, but there was like a massive group in this park. So them 3 youths that just started running, they've like ran towards this group, but that's their group. But I just remember thinking, I even stopped like when I got to the fence. I was like, oh, there's a lot of men in that park, you know, like it was mad. But some of the people ahead of me, they'd already hopped over. They were like, yo. So I just thought, if I don't hop, like man's got like everyone's going. I just thought fuck it, I'm just going as well. But long story short, this group that was like free at running towards this group, they started all running like as a pack, but they all running away. And as they're running away, like there was just knives getting thrown all over the place. Like I see there was objects flying. Everyone's just thinking, right, what's going on? But people are just still chasing towards this group. The groups ran off, and then like that was basically like a win. Like everyone was like, dots them out. And I don't know if you remember, like, see this day and age, I'm on social media. If you do that, that is not a point. You cannot brag about that. But like back in them days, that's like you got chased out your ends, boom. That's like, you lot lost whatever. And I remember like people, like we didn't leave straight away. I think like the adrenaline of like even everything going on, chasing everyone, like everyone's a bit hyped, but they've cut, and then it's more like I was like, yo, that was a mad thing, whatever. And then basically like I remember like 5 minutes, no, not 5, like 8 minutes later, like I just heard like a loud shout, like someone was like, I just remember someone said, hey, pussies, like, but he said it exactly like that, hey, pussies. Then everyone was like, what the fuck? Everyone just turned around, and then like I'd say half of that group had come back, but this time like they looked ready, like they looked ready. You get me? Like I saw like knives, I saw poles, I saw bats. One, the main youth even had like a samurai sword. So at the time I thought he had two, like one in each hand, but I found out later on in trial through like you know, the pictures on the paper. One was, there was a sheath in it, you know, like the thing that you put it in, but he was holding it like he had two, and he was like moving like he had two, and like yeah, he was basically calling us back, like saying, "What you man on now?" And it was just a techie one where like, you know, like I say, it's like, it was like, you know, like in Green Street when there's like a mad standoff, and everyone's like, "Raw, like, come, yeah, you man come," but it's like a back and forth thing, innit? And then basically like after like I'd say like 5 minutes of shouting, I forgot to say as well, this happened in broad daylight, like 5 p.m. in like a May.
So
yeah,
it's
like
bright.
May, it's bright, it's mad bright, like, and there's like a lot of witnesses, and like it was mad, bro.
Was
like,
people filming it?
No, because you see them days, it wasn't smarties, it wasn't smartphones. Do you get it? It was BlackBerry Messenger, BBM phones, or Walkmans, but it wasn't, filming was not a culture. But everyone's just watching. If this was today, wow, that
would have been everywhere.
That would have been crazy. Everyone might as well just play.
Yeah.
Do you get it? But what was I gonna say? Yeah, like basically, it was just broad daylight, and then everyone that was like in the area, people that were in shops, like they'd by now, remember so much had happened, like the first chase, they've run off, all of us like in the park, like yo, that just happened, mad. That took like 8 minutes, these men have come back, they're shouting again, like, so everyone's kind of watching. And then like someone from my group, he basically like got frustrated, and he just started running towards them. He's like, fuck it, just started running towards them. And then everyone from that group, once again, they just started running. But like there was one guy, obviously, that later on I found out who he was. Obviously, he was the victim. He like ran obviously, respectfully. He ran in a different direction, but obviously like my group, we're kind of running straight, but he was running like in a diagonal kind of position, kind of way. And then like we were running towards that group, running head on, and obviously like we're all pissed, like we're all angry. I forgot to even mention, you know, like when these lot have come back now, remember I told you like I thought there was 2 samurais, knives, this and that. Do you remember earlier when I was like they were throwing weapons like behind and that, So like I said this in court, like, I had like 2 different witnesses that said the same thing. Like they said they see me pick up a knife that was on the grass. So I picked up one of the knives, and obviously like to me at the time, I just felt a lot safer. Like, remember man's 15, bro. These youths are older than me, like they're 18, 17, and I just felt like I need something for my protection, innit? Like I need to, remember like before when I was younger, I refused to like be bullied, so not going out, do you get it? So I need something for my protection. I picked up one of the knives. This was like still during the time where everyone's just doing the back and forth. And then obviously even when remember I told you my friend, he got pissed and he just started running at them. As he started running, like we've all started running as well. Obviously I've got the knife in my hand as well, do you get me?
You've got the knife?
Yeah, I've got the knife still. It's not the knife, but I've got a knife. Yeah. I'm running at the group. Dave ran off. Remember I told you, as this happening, the victim, unfortunately, he's ran in a different direction. So I'm running at the main group. He's running a different direction. And then like when we've got to this park is a 200 and, I think it's I don't want to get it wrong, 210 yards, 210 meters, 210 or 20, long yard park, meters, sorry. I ran across the park, And we've basically chased that group off again. They ran in the same exit again, outside, gone.
Mm-hmm.
And then like when that's happened, I remember there was some bikes. They even dropped their bikes, some big mountain bikes. I didn't even have a bike at home. Like I've never had a bike, bro. Like I think I had a bike when I was young, but I've never had a grown man's bike. Me and my friend, we were like, yeah, can we take their bikes? My friend was like, yeah. He took one, I picked one up. And then like realistically, where I don't ride bikes like that, I just thought I'm not confident enough to ride back to my ends. I can't get on a bus. So I put it back down. And I've turned around to see what's going on. And I basically clocked like my group wasn't with us how it was like bunched up. Do you get it? Like everyone was scattered in different places. Some people had like almost left, but I didn't know they'd left. But like the group was a lot smaller now. And I'm looking, people are like slightly going, like they're leaving. Like, you know, like everyone's heading towards the other exit. But some people are out, like some people are gone. The numbers are low, so I know some people are gone. And like, everyone's kind of going in that sort of direction. So my friend that's with me, he's on a bike. He's cycling. I'm like jogging. So we're all leaving the park like one by one. And when I've come out of the park, I remember like that the guy that was running earlier, I saw him, but he was in like a chicken shop, like a window, and then basically like he was holding onto the door, innit? And I found out later on like he'd been stabbed.